Hey everybody, welcome back to Hardware Hackers. Today we're looking at the SP once more, and this most likely isn't the final part to the Game Boy Advance series, but I've already taken this apart, as we already know. If I can just get this last one off. There we go. So, last time on the SP, what we did was we looked at wireless charging. As you can see, I've got my red cable there and my blue cable there. See, positive, negative, as you know. Yeah, we have the SP, and we don't even need to take out the motherboard for this actually, because we're going to look at something on this side of the motherboard, and the motherboard is going to have a little addition to it. So today we're looking at Z Labs again, as you've seen before. Now there's nothing in this bag because, you know, I've already took it out, and I want to present you this. This is what Helder GameStack calls a power cleaner. It's a power cleaner flex PCB, and if you turn it the other side, obviously it's got Helder's logo on it, and yeah, if you can see that, I don't know whether, well, good enough. But yeah, this one is pretty good. This is a mod that he made to help remedy the noise which is very apparent on the Game Boy Advance SP original handheld after installing the IPS screen. If not using an IPS screen, a stock LCD, this quieted all white noise coming from the speaker. Yeah, this mod is not fully compatible with the Boxy Pixel hingeless shell and will not fit without some additional work and effort. So yeah, the original discovery of this mod was found by Retro6 from the UK. I simply made it into a simple to solder on solution, as the original capacitors are the 0402 size, and that is an extremely small size for most people to solder onto, which is nice because if I look at the Retro6 store, alright, so now that we've got that on the screen, you can have a look at the comparison between Helder's design and Retro6's design. There's not much price difference. I will say that Helder's is like £2 cheaper, or £1 something cheaper, which isn't that big of a price difference. Now, I would have got the Retro6 one simply because they made this, and honestly, if you want my opinion, Retro6 did a good job with theirs, but they labelled it as a de-hum dehiss kit for the Game Boy Advance SP, where Helder labelled his as power cleaner. And power cleaner to me is like, you know, Retro6 clean power. So that's where I sort of didn't realise the difference, so until I looked at the actual boards themselves, and I thought, okay, these look very similar. The only difference is there's a difference, well, in the overall layout. What Helder wanted to do was make it a little easier to solder on, so that's exactly what we're going to try and do today. So I've got some solder here, got my iron, just want to make sure that it's hot enough. Yeah, that's definitely hot enough. So what I'm going to do is tin these joints, tin these pads here. And it feels good to have an appropriate soldering iron for once. Because I've been using my chisel tip for a while. Oops. Okay, that's fine. I think I could do with a bit more here. Come on, you. Stay on. Should be okay. I'm a bit over. I don't like soldering on things this small, but you know, things are what they are. So new soldering tip, what can you do? It's been a while since I've used point tips, and not chisel tips. I'm so used to chisel tips, but I'll be whatever. So clean that off. Clean the rest of these joints. Yeah, just poke that on to that one. So this one's just been poked on, which is nice. Okay. And now I just got that last one here. Okay, that's it. Done. There we go. So just about there, you know, nice and just tinned ever so slightly. And now we get this baby. So all we're going to do here is, you notice the shape of the flex amp. That is just going to go around the cartridge, and it's going to go here. So notice how there's like this little cutout for a motherboard screw. You're just going to leave it in there, and you have, I think, a couple of resistors there. Are there resistors? Hold on. Switch. No, they're capacitors, sorry. You got a couple of very tiny capacitors over there. And the reason why Holder made it this way, unlike the first design that I showed you, is because it's just easier to solder them end to end, rather than have, like, you know, one big thing. So all I'm going to do is try my best to solder that on right here, right now. So I'm just going to cut the video and I'm going to zoom in. Okay, now we're here. And now I'm just going to start with number 2. Okay, that looks on. Okay, just like that. On there. Okay, now that that's there, we're just gonna, I don't know whether you guys can see, we're just gonna keep tapping on. Just add a bit more solder. My soldering iron might be a bit too hot for this. I'm just going to turn that down. I'll pause the video, wait for it to cool down. Okay, so I turn that down. And I'm just going to carry on. I don't want my head being in the way because I need to get in close. Okay, perfect. This one, hopefully the same. This soldering tip is actually rubbish because it's already pulling up and not staying at the tip. That's what happens when you get cheap soldering materials. And now I just want to bring that in close and see if I've done a good job. And that looks to me like that's done a good enough of a job. Now then, all I really need to do now is put this back on. So right now we're just going to test. And we are going to place this back on as it should go. So it's a bit of a tighter fit, but it doesn't seem wedged. As usual, I keep forgetting the switch. Oopsie. That was a screw. I like to keep the screws in just so I can put them back. And I'm not going to screw it back just in case there's alterations to be made. and we shall hope that it works. So DS battery in, big flex as usual, and open the console up, hold the bottom down. Oh god, I'm losing all my screws. I forgot that I didn't take them out. So that's pretty cool. Okay, console works. Turn it back down. Well, turn it. And that has made it sound a little bit better, if I'm going to be honest with you. That should get rid of all the power excess that's that's being wasted, and help preserve your battery life. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Just one more time. Okay, why is that not working? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. We can test it with a flash cart once I put it back together, which I'm going to do now, so bear with me. So now that I've thrown this all together, I've just left the battery cover off. We are going to turn this on. I'm going to put the brightness down so you can see, and we are just going to play a game, see how it runs. I'm feeling a bit of Excite Bike. So the sound all works nicely. So far I can't pick up any faults. Oop. It's been a while since I played this. So yeah, that's the first lap. Everything works the way it's intended. I couldn't be any more impressed. Stay tuned for our next video, because our next video I'm going to show off the SP, and I haven't actually showed this in a video yet, but I will actually make another another AGB Game Boy with the IPS screen, changeable colour palette, and adjustable brightness, as you can see. It's just hard to view while it's close, but you can see the colour change. But yeah, all I'm going to do is show you like the ins and outs of modding this, and we shall be on our way. I might do a full mod video where I show, like, basically I show the install of the Retro 6 Clean Juice GBA, which is quite cool as well, because it upgrades your GBA to a rechargeable USB-C console, which is pretty cool. And I happen to have a power cleaner just for that as well. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd like to end this video on a positive note. I'd like to announce to you all that we have a Discord server, and the Discord server is pretty basic. You can talk about whatever you want on there related to modding. You have a general off-topic chat and whatnot. You can talk to the admins. We're all cool with everything. We're all there to help each other out. But the best thing about our Discord server is that we have resources for modding and repair all in one place. If you want a website glossary, it is all there. If you want references on motherboards to see where you would like to repair things, feel free to have a look. If you want to mod a controller even and repair a controller at the trace level, then feel free to have a look. We have various motherboards and various schematics, various diagrams, and various board scans as well to indicate for board level repair. But that is all for today, you guys. If you guys like this video, please click the like button and please subscribe. So see you guys in a bit. Peace.